showtime. I'm a dump from the free throw line. I'm a pop champagne, don't drink no wine. Can't talk to the pitch, I don't need no swan. Swan time bomb from the top belt buckles. Got a gun, I don't need no muscle. I'm starting businesses, I'm on the property. I'm self-made, I'm the brown net plus. Sick of these people that hate on the west. You know I'm a rep till I ain't got a breath. Wanna beat us, gotta pay off the ref. Get out of line, you get hit with a tech.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Sunday Dinner, episode 173. That's a lot of fucking episodes. We've been around longer than you and your baby mama, you and your side bitch, and all that shit. We got the Toxic Avengers tonight. It's just me and Rome. And then, so let's just get into this shit and get it motherfucking started. Sir.
I no longer represent the Toxic Avengers, man. I think I just want to be Reed Richards, man. I just want to be Reed Richards.
And I don't think I fucking me either, because as my girl's sitting,
you are Reed Richards.
My girl's off camera sitting next to me and shit, talking about Toxic Avengers. Well, I may not participate in toxic activity myself anymore. I don't denounce it, because you got to take the good with the bad. They both make the world go round. We're advocating for toxicity.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's an interesting way to say that you're cool with whoever's toxic.
Yeah. You know, we can't be racist. But speaking of racist,
crazy. What?
Speaking of racist shit. So I've been back on a coffee kick, right? I'm fucking my iced coffees from Speedway. I go through these low kicks every now and again, and I've always been a coffee drinker for the most part, but like everybody else, when I drink coffee, like coffee from like Dunkin' or even McDonald's or Starbucks or whatever, you know, if it's not like some oat milk or something like that, if they're using whole milk, about 17 and a half minutes after I ingest the third drink of coffee, I'm going to have to shit. And usually it's not very nice. So what I found is Speedway's iced coffee fucks with my stomach the least. So, and there's one right on the corner. So I put my little Stoke fucking caffeine shots in there, a couple pumps of mocha, we good to go. So we wake up today, and Alexis is like, yo, let's go to, I'm hungry. Let's go get breakfast. He prefers McDonald's breakfast, but we didn't get up to 11. So McDonald's breakfast is over. We go to Dunkin', which is really, you've been to the crib, you know, it's right there on the corner. So we go there, and I got my little order that I do. I get a turkey sausage croissant with no egg, add maple sugar bacon. And then I go leave there, and I go to Speedway, I get my coffee. Where I walk in, I grab the coffee. Well, I walk in, and before I could even walk in, there's like a 15-passenger van parked on the side, and there's a whole fucking Mormon family coming out. Only reason I say Mormon family is because there's always a lot of them. But they come like in a single file line, and they just come pouring out of the motherfucking Speedway. Like, there was more than 15. So I don't know if they're lapping it up or what. But then the guy lets the door go, and I grab it for this older lady to walk in. You know, this older lady with some crazy gray hair that looked like she hasn't combed since 1978.
Okay.
So I get my coffee, boom, boom, put the mocha in there, grab my lid, the cup, and I go stand in line. And the short, little, butch-looking cashier was talking to this gray-haired older lady. I didn't catch the first part, the beginning of the conversation. I caught the second part, and it went to something like the little short butch lady was like, "Oh, and I know I'm going to get in trouble because they said something. They said I was being racist, so I know I'm probably going to get in trouble for that. And I wasn't being racist." And then the old lady with the gray hair, I don't know why they always think we're being racist, and I'm like, this is going to get good because anytime somebody uses they to describe who they're talking about, it's usually always about a black person, right? So, and I was like, and then the gray haired lady was like, "I can't be racist because I have friends like that." And now again, they didn't notice. They didn't say any any type of race or any specific ethnicity or anything like that. But from past life experiences, I assumed, right? And the way they're going at it, I'm like, yeah, these guys are racist. And so as they're going, the long haired, gray haired lady already paid, but they were still heavily invested in this conversation. So much to the point where she's like, the butch lady was like, "Is that all you're getting?" Referencing my iced coffee. I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, you could just go ahead and go." It's like, say less. Granted,
Damn, okay, cool.
she kind of knows me because I'm in there every day getting coffee. So, and I'm walking out thinking, man, I'm about to tell Alexis about how these two are probably racist as shit. And as we're talking, and the old lady starts walking out, I point to her. I was like, "That's her." Like, and she just looked like she just want to scream the N word at somebody when they cut her off in traffic, no matter what ethnicity they are. So that was how my day started, and I was like, "Oh shit, these motherfuckers out in full force."
That was today.
That was today.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day. Oh,
With the
excuse me.
side of racism. Okay.
Yes. This is Sunday Dinner episode 173. We are powered by Rome. How was your week?
So much smut. No, I'm just playing.
We just said we weren't the Toxic Avengers anymore, and that's how you start off.
Yeah, it's for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
So this week was let's see. I don't think anything like in particular at work happened that I'm gonna come in here and tell. There actually is something. Oh man. Oh, should I say this? Okay.
You should always say it.
I should not. I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but so my friend de jour, she's actually tuned into the pod and commented
Yes.
a few weeks. That's my homegirl, but so apparently she has been busting through her pants at work. It's happened a couple of times. And me being me, that's my good friend. We're, fly even outside of work, you know what I'm saying? I'm like her protector. And so she's like, "Rome, why didn't you tell me that my fucking pants were split?" And I'm like, "De jour, first off, I did not see that at all. And you got a nice ass, so I'll be looking at your ass all the time."
You got a nice ass. Why am I not gonna look at the ass,
You
girl?
know what
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you
saying?
that your
So
pants busted open.
I definitely would have told you if I had saw that. I would have, enjoyed looking for a little bit, but then I would have told you.
Like, damn, girl.
Like, shorty, if you don't go somewhere with this motherfucking thing poking out. So that happened one day and then the next day too. So she was on my case about that. She said, Rome, I busted my pants again. You didn't say anything. And I said, de jour, trust me, I would have told you. My eyes might have popped out of my head, but I definitely would have told you. I ain't gonna let you walk around like that. So that happened. What else happened? Nothing. There actually was something from last week, but I ain't really gonna get into it because that's like Amazon work drama, and it's actually
Yeah.
it's actually kind of lame. But interestingly enough, on Facebook, this was yesterday. There's a young lady that I used to see about a cat.
Okay.
She tagged me in a post that another young lady made, and the post was her name's Milk Marie on Facebook. The post was, I'm not mature enough to date a bald head man. So that's the statement.
Okay.
My homegirl that I used to see about the little kitty cat, she gets on there and says, I tried it one time. That bald head is full of lies and deceit. I said, oh.
Damn.
I said, oh, clutches pearls. So the other young lady responds saying like, oh, you sound like you traumatized. Immediately after, in the comments, I am tagged.
Okay.
So she goes on to say, you know, and she was a little bit more mature about it than she started off. But basically, she kind of wasn't going for it. She gave me a chance and I squandered it. So now all of the bald head guys are out on account of young syndrome.
Damn, you done fucking it up for all the bald head.
Middle-aged syndrome. Yeah, so I got on the post and I immediately apologized. Not that necessarily I feel like I did anything wrong, but just, you know, if she feels that kind of way about it, you know, I must have not read some kind of tea leaf. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I apologized, took accountability, and then I said, I don't want to be the representative of all the bald head men, you know what I'm saying, on planet Earth on behalf of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. So I tried to stick up for my bald head and bearded guys, that there are got to be some that are different than me. I feel like I treated her actually with the utmost respect when she was in my presence. And you know, we never, at the end of the day, we never, it was never like a relationship, but at the same time, I can understand you know, that she might feel away. I don't really see it though. We were both single and having fun. I did like her, and I talked to her for a minute, but at the end of the day, I made a choice to be with somebody else, and that's that. So, on behalf of all bald head men, stop fucking with these light skinned girls. Yeah, they fine as hell. Yeah, they might have some nice titties. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might like how they throw it back, but these motherfuckers are deceitful. They will tag you in bullshit on the fucking internets and try and embarrass you. But see, my reputation is such that it really don't matter what the fuck you putting out there online. It's still gonna be probably, it might be that Milk Marie bitch. She might end up motherfucking with a bald head nigga with a beard. Big BH and WB motherfucker.
Well, damn. Did you get it all out?
Oh yeah, I'm good. You know, little slight rant, You know, I'm might be concocting some things. You know what I'm saying? A little razzle dazzle. That's all.
Little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, but that ain't that wild though. Is that
That,
wild?
yeah,
Like,
that is like you can't like throwing off a whole fucking lane of people just because of one. That's crazy.
it's for me. It wasn't even about that. Like, you could have talked about the situation, and I would have known that you were talking about me. But damn, she literally tagged me in the shit. Actually, now that I think about it, it might not have came across my feed though, but she definitely wanted me to see, like, yeah, nigga,
Yeah.
nigga, you ain't shit, and I'm on the internet talking about you. I'm like,
That's wild. That's wild. That she's just like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Like, what did you do? Like, what the fuck?
she probably really not like that though.
Not about that life.
No. I'm saying she probably really. It probably was. Man, I don't know
Warranted.
who's watching. She probably meant to do that to get my attention. In another way,
There's easier ways to get your attention.
for sure, but I'm not conversating with her or even talking to her. Like, you know, I check in on her every now and then.
Okay.
But like it ain't like that. So what happened, like we was kicking it, and then I ended up getting in a relationship with you remember Monty,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and you know, I was in love with her. So what does that mean for you? Well, okay, I'll say this. I probably did ghost her. I don't even know if like ghosting is really like I still was talking to her. It just was, oh, you got a girlfriend now. Like, yeah.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like so do that mean that I don't have a
Duh.
chance anymore? I mean, I'm with her. I take on both of y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Toxic Avengers, huh? This is fucked up. But no, like it just didn't happen. And then
I would hope so, seeing you're supposed to be here.
yeah, this fucking guy. But no, like at the end of the day, it ended up coming back around. I started talking to her again after I had broke up with Monty, and by chance I ended up running into my ex, who I like had a big thing for, and I ended up being back with her. So I guess it's like she feel like I didn't choose her. I mean, but
She
that's,
wasn't chosen.
yeah, it was like I chose other women over her. And again,
Emotional damage.
like I can understand that, but at the same time though, like she had a dude in between. Like, I'm sure she was talking to some other people. Also, I ain't gonna do that to her, but she kind of did like some slick offhand borderline like unforgivable shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna bust the bubble. You know what I'm saying? You see, I haven't even revealed her name. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But um borderline unforgivable. Like why would you do that type shit?
Yeah.
And I don't want to say what it is, because there might be people watching who actually know the situation. I don't want no smoke. I'm just potting right now, but She's a good girl. She's very attractive, and she has something to offer a man. Unfortunately, at that point in time in my life, it just wasn't that wasn't what I was willing to
Yeah, yeah.
bring. What do you do with that? I definitely been spun by some girls who ended up with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? That's part of the game. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
So get over it. Date you a bald head nigga with a beard. He'll probably treat you better than I did.
It treats you the way you're supposed to be treated.
Actually, he probably won't. But because low key, I am the man. The fuck. So you know you had a good time with the folks. Talking about pulling up. You feel me? I'm pulling up in that drop top. You know what I'm saying? Summertime GI with some ill shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is pouring up wine. We doing real shit.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to her though. And light-skinned women.
Shout out to her.
I would never have a varying opinion of all beautiful light-skinned women just based on one episode that I had. Judge the whole series, guys, not one episode. But yeah, so that happened. I think that was yesterday into today. I've been tired of shit, man. I've been full-blooded Amazonian this week. Dang, I'm trying to think of anything else. I was supposed to go to the players ball that they had at the loft last night. I didn't even man. That shit was dead in the water. But shout out to Mr. King, who I'm sure tore that motherfucker up. Shout out to my girl K Mills. I know I saw her there. You know what it is, shorty. Let's see. Anything else that I want to talk about?
That I want to talk about?
I don't think so. That was a nice little intro. Bill, how was your week?
My week was rather fucking regular and normal as fuck. My first week of postgraduate life. Not like I didn't fucking wrap up classes August 12th. But after I wrapped up classes, I told myself until graduation, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna chill as much as possible. And then once it's graduation time, then I'll shift gears and get back into life. Did I relax the last 2 months? No. Nor did I do anything that I wanted to do either. So this week was getting back
Emotional damage.
I learned this week that I probably won't be staying out here. In the long run.
Ooh, we need that one.
I'm probably gonna take till sometime between my birthday, which is next month, and the first of the year to pick where I'm gonna go. And then after I pick where I'm gonna go, then I'll start readying for where I'm gonna go. And that'll probably be like a 6 to 12 month endeavor just to get ready to be able to relocate again. Because this relocation is not the same as any other relocation. This is going to be like the last relocation because I'm relocating for work. So, and I made that decision because this week I found out that I've talked about it on the show before. Cracking into the Chicago legal world is not easy unless you have a degree from a major institution, which I do, but it's not in the competitive realm to what Chicago's used to. Now, what I mean by that is when you graduate when you in certain fields with law, business, marketing, there's three main cities you want to be in, and that's New York, Chicago, and LA, in that order, except when it comes to law, and then it's New York, Chicago, and Washington D.C. So as I'm applying and throwing my hat into the ring for these jobs in Chicago, I'm going up against people who didn't get jobs in New York. So all the people from Harvard and Brown and Yale and Princeton and NYU and Columbia and Boston University and Georgetown, if they don't get into New York, the next on the list is Chicago and or DC. If they went to like NYU or Georgetown or Penn, it's probably going to want to be DC because they're going to want to stay in that area, that tri-state area. But and I found a lot of these, they want you, 3 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years experience, 2 to 3 years experience. Well, what about the motherfucking 2 years I just spent in school doing shit that I'm gonna be doing at the job? Don't that count as some type of experience? But then I start looking in LA and San Diego. And those firms, some of the top firms in the world, and also some regional law offices, that are big in the Southern California market, they're like, you got a degree? Come on, we'll train you to do exactly what we want you to do. So not what you've already learned working for somebody else or another firm or whatever the case may be. So, and for a lot more starting off money, even though Chicago is a major market, I'm looking at anywhere between like $16 and maybe $20 an hour to start off. I'm looking for a case manager or an intake specialist position. And those in, top of the game, you could be making 250 grand a year as a case manager and intake specialist. So you're talking about in LA, that's $16 to $20 an hour. That's in this area. Well, in the Chicago area, you don't want to even get me started on the Northwest Indiana area. That's anywhere from $9 to $18 an hour. Yeah, you heard that correctly. I said $9 an hour. And they want you to have a degree and 2 to 3 years experience. What the fuck? Who the fuck's gonna what? That don't even make no fucking sense. Oh my God. Now LA and San Diego, respectively, also, it's in the range of anywhere between $18 and $42 an hour. And while that wide margin, why that wide scale is so large, is because there's a lot of contributing factors. I got a degree, so that's automatically going to put me anywhere between $22 and $25 an hour to start. But if I was bilingual and I could speak either Spanish, Mandarin, or Armenian, that's where that $38 to $42 an hour comes in.
Right. Because
what did I say?
People there that you got to be able to.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, but the cost of living is more. Yeah, of course, But as I'm doing this research, if I'm going to continue renting out here and want to be in a good neighborhood like a Crown Point, a Valparaiso, a Chesterton, those prices. I seen a rental in East Chicago for $19.50 a month. Is it remodeled and nice on it? Is it? Yes. It's very, very, very nicely remodeled and everything. But it's in the harbor for $19.50 a month. But while that same size house in Southern California would be about $4,500 to $6,000 a month, I don't need that big of a house. For that $19.50 a month, I could go get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. But I'll be in 70-degree year-round weather. Very small amount of bugs. no fucking humidity, no snow, and room for advancement in the job that I go there to take. So I made a comprehensive list of areas that I'm willing to move to, and I'm one of those people that 5 years ago I'd be like, I'm not moving anywhere for any type of job. Like a job is not that important to me that I'm going to move somewhere for it. Like why? So, but now here I am making a list of places that I'm willing to do that for. And of course, Southern California and Vegas is on the list because I lived in both places for a long time. And when I say Southern California, I'm talking about from LA down to the border, So, um, while Vegas is a very attractive place to live, there's no income tax and shit like that. The home prices are dropping. I on my list is being able to buy somewhere also. It's going to be really, really hard to buy in Southern California unless like I'm making that $175,000 a year being a fucking, the case manager, the manager of the case management department. So there's a lot of contributing factors that could help purchasing something in Southern California. And same thing with Vegas. Vegas would be easier, but being a tourist city, I worry about it. So, but I might have an in for another company in another field that pays well that'll allow me to move to either both those locations and make good money. But where was this opportunity before I went back to school or halfway through school? So while the job that I might be able to get is a good job and good money, it's going to make me feel some type of way if I take it because I'm trying to get in somewhere and write this last 20 years out before I retire. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, oh, let me get this job and then try to do this and then try to do this. No, let me find a nice law firm, a firm, or a regional office that's not threatened by consolidation or closing up or some shit, and I could ride the 20 years out. That's fine. But there's also a job that kind of opportunity that may have just like fell in my lap. It's something is not affected at all by any type of fucking recession. So no matter what, there's a job. So we'll see how all that goes and everything. But I really want to work in the field that I just spent a bunch of fucking money getting the degree in. So we'll see how it goes. But this week was just a bunch of trying to come up with some decisions here and there. We found out for everyone that's been following along with my girls, she was in a car accident in July, end of July, and there's a bunch of fucked up shit, but her knee, most importantly, and she finally got cleared and approved for surgery this week. So it's kind of been a toss up of exactly what we were going to do because we knew eventually there was going to be a surgery, So we were going to go to Vegas for my birthday, and we decided not to because her knee's fucked up, and Vegas is a city where you're 90% of the vacation, you're on your feet, you're walking, you're coming, you're going, whatever. So there's no way that she was going to be able to fucking manage Vegas with an injury like that.
Emotional damage.
The knee surgery is happening, and this is all after she was walking around on a fucking broken tibia. So this is that the doctors missed. So that's a lawsuit for another day. But it's it would have been very, very, even though it's my birthday, and like it would have been very inconsiderate for me, like, yeah, let's go to Vegas and have you fucking hobble around for fucking 5 days. I'd be getting mad at her anyway because we'd be going to Walmart and she's fucking, I know she's in pain, she's fucking doing her little fucking gangster walk through that bitch. I was like, get on a scooter. And she won't get in the fucking little medical scooter. Hey, yeah, if something hurt, I'm hopping in that bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
scootering around that bitch.
Get in the scooter. I would frequently take those just to fucking troll people.
Yeah.
They're actually kind of fun.
They go way too slow for my liking. So I was like, I need a suit. Like this needs to be like a sport mode in this bitch.
It depends. Some of them are kind of fast, but it's still.
It's like I could walk fast. I could walk. My regular walk is faster, and it's like this is hampering my ability to get in and out of the store in a timely manner.
I like getting like really close to people with like the basket and shit like that, just to see what they gonna do. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so it was pretty much a chill week. There's a lot of shit that I was supposed to do. I started. I got to redo the basement, the stairs going into the basement. And I ran into the problem this week with that because the basement stairs are the original stairs from when the house was built in 1939.
Jesus.
And for those like, why is he rent and he's sick redoing the stairs? Because I get paid by the landlord to do shit. So boom, I'm gonna redo the stairs. So how these stairs nowadays, there's a code, how the stairs have to be built. And it's easy to buy stairs nowadays. Like you go to Home Depot or Menards or Lowe's or your fucking hardware store or whatever, of your home improvement store of choice, and you can buy pre-cut stringers. You fucking get 3 of them.
How high does it need to be? How many stairs do you need? You go in there, you tell them, and you get them.
Yeah. And you don't even need to tell anybody nowadays because it's easy. Because
you just walk right up to it and
grab it. Boom. Yeah. Now, since all houses, since the building codes have changed, or have been implemented, excuse me, since this house was built in 1939, things are a little bit different. So the stairs that going into our basement were built in the basement. Like the motherfuckers were in the basement with the wood and everything. It was like, we have to build these stairs or we can't get out the basement. So these stairs are made to fit the area they're at. Okay. For me I can't go buy the pre-cut stringers or anything because of the spacing issue, because you're coming down the stairs, you got the chimney and the support beam at the end of the stairs. Now doing it to code would run into those things, right? So, and then the way they built it is all crazy anyway, because the rise is 60 inches, right? That's where the platform is that the stairs have to go up to, is 60 inches. The top stair sits at 58 inches. So I'm like, okay, that's not right. And then it's a 70-inch horizontal run and 7 stairs with a 7-inch rise. So anybody that works construction or the carpentry watching this or listening to this, they're going to be like, that don't even make sense. Because stair treads are usually 1 inch by 1 by 11 and like 48 inches long, and you cut them, right? But guess what? Like I said, this was built in 1939. First of all, the stairs are 1.5 by 9. Like they don't even make a board like that size anymore. And what the fuck were they making them for in fucking 1939? It is insane. I'm like, what the fuck? And there's no stringers. So the way they used to build stairs, it's the cleat and claw method. So the cleats are, you cut out, they fabricate the fucking, what would be their stringer, which was 2 pieces of wood, cut out at the angle and everything, right? And it's usually kind of a steep angle because they had to work getting down, and the last stair fucking hitting the ground before they hit the support beam and the chimney. So you build cleats, and cleats is what the stair sits on, and then they hammer it down into there. Not only do they hammer it down into there, they also, from the sides, they nail them in. So here I am starting to take the stairs apart, not even realize, and I wasn't even high. I'm not even realizing that this ain't modern stairs. The first stair comes up fine because of the top stair. The second stair gave me shit because it's fucking nailed in from the sides. I got the four up top out perfectly. Then I was like, wait, what the fuck's going on? Now, the way the stairs are put together is, got plywood. It's finished, so you can't see the nails that are holding the stairs up from the sides. So that's a whole nother thing to take that off. That shit hasn't came off since 1939. You think it's going to come off if I pull it? I'm going to have to destroy it. So here's my two options. My two options are A, taking my circular saw and sawing the fucking stairs through the middle of each one and pulling them out, from either direction.
Yeah.
And then taking a grinder and cutting the fucking nails down, which I already had to do a couple. And then taking all the old cleats out and then putting new cleats in. And then fucking redoing, and then making a custom stringer for the middle. Because the stairs nowadays, like I mentioned a little bit ago, are 1 by fucking 11. First of all, I can't use, in the current setup, it can't be 11, it can't be 11 inches. Yeah. So I've already had to rip it 2 inches off. So I'm out there with 2 fucking clamps on a fucking picnic table, fucking cutting fucking stairs the other day.
Oh,
so
geez, you were sawing them?
Oh yeah, I'm doing everything. So Indy comes home and he's all looking at me like, "What the fuck? Indy just knows me as a street nigga, bro. He never seen me with no tools." So even fucking, I know how to do all that shit. Like I built Holiday Inn Expresses when I first turned 18. Like the company I work for just framed up. So we'd get there, concrete pad was already laid, and we'd frame anywhere from fucking 4 to 6 floors, depending on the plans for the location. And we'd be all over, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Alabama, Arkansas. It'd be about 4 to 6 weeks it would take us to frame a location. Do I know how to do it? Yes. Do I like doing it? Yeah. Do I want to do it for a living? No, because then I won't like it. So I was like, hell yeah, let's get it. But by the time I figured out what was going to have to be done, I was like, hey, I don't have enough material because the cleats have to be a little bit bigger than the older ones because the board is, the stair tread is smaller. And then I got to go back and buy risers because my risers aren't wood like they are nowadays. It's like kind of like a paneling, like the thickness of an old wood paneling type thing. So now they're like an inch thick, So, and then like I said, I gotta cut out a custom stringer because those 1 inch boards got more give than 1.5 inch boards. So yeah, so I did those 2, and I was like, I'm done. I need a day because I thought I would realistically, I thought I was just gonna have to redo the treads. And boom, that should have took me maybe 2.5 hours if everything was what I thought the setup was. And it was not. So, gonna have to push back to probably Saturday. And Tone's gonna come over, and we're gonna go ahead and he worked in construction for a long ass time. So we're just gonna take all the stair treads off. And see, the thing is, everything's been painted since 1939. So once we take the treads off, the custom stringer fucking thing's going to be on the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be easy to make a template. And then we're just going to have that third custom stringer. We're going to see if we're going to do the measurements to see if we can modify it. And like go buy the pre-cut stringers and see if we can modify one of those. And just boom.
Yeah, you might be able to do that, but yeah, that's tough.
Because this whole this basement thing, I'm just running into problem after problem after problem. Got to redo the stairs, and we got to seal the floor. But it's like the concrete slab's not perfect and sealed. Like there's little pothole divots busted out and everything. So once I get it cleaned, I don't know if we're just going to be able to do the shellac fucking sealant. We might have to do like a self-leveling fucking layer, a layer of self-leveling concrete to cover all that shit up before we could even do the fucking sealant. and then in like fucking 6 to 8 months, we'll do an epoxy floor. But so yeah, it's this fucking basement's been a fucking headache, man. Like it's been a fucking headache. The basement's supposed to be a place where it's supposed to be semi-finished, where there's a little workout area and a place, for whatever. So, and it's just not there yet, and it's supposed to be there, and it's just. I had a pressure washer down there, bro, and the pressure washer is too strong. It started fucking making holes in the concrete. It's a gas pressure washer, so I got all the windows open and the fumes are starting to get to me. And I'm like, you know what?
You don't got the different spray heads.
Yeah, but
Too much. Yeah.
This is like an industrial strength fucking power washer. It's insane. And the guy's like, be careful with it. I'm like, okay. So, and I'm just trying to get, all the dirt and everything off because we tried to deck scrub it and all that, but I need to get it all to the drain and shit too. Because the floor is not level, so the squeegee thing I got is not taking all the water all the way, and it's leaving after the water dries, it leaves that trail of fucking like little sand, dust looking shit. It's been a headache. And I'm
gonna come over because you still need because it's a basement. You still gonna the self-leveling thing. I do get what you're saying, but you still need the drain because that's generally how the basements are. Like they all.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna come over and help because I need a room.
Yeah. So it's just been.
We'll get to that together, but the stairs, though, I mean, that's gonna take some engineering. I'd never.
Yeah. So the stairs. I'm confident the stairs will be done, and I didn't want to do the stairs until we got the floor done. But at this point, the stairs were a problem. They're part of the smell, so you got to get rid of them. And plus, fucking, I'm gonna get paid for it, so I wanted to get it done.
True indeed, friend. True indeed. What are those?
Cajun hot mix is fire.
Oh,
Little trail mix type shit. I've been trying to make my munchies healthier.
look at you, buddy. That's what's up, man. I had a salad this week.
When I'm on the West Coast, my munchies are usually fresh fruit, but it's hard to get fresh fruit out here.
I get what you're saying, but I'm fucking
like in California. It's like, guess what? The fruit you're eating was grown here. Like it was picked like no more than like 5 days ago, and you're buying it right now. Here's watermelon that came from Peru or some shit. And who knows when it was picked? Or here's this pineapple from fucking Argentina.
No, those fucking grapes though. I'm fucking smashing them shits.
Yeah. I'm a big blackberry and raspberry guy. So,
man, you know what? I bought. They were on sale at Meijer. I bought 4 packs of blackberries. Blackberries.
I love blackberries. Yeah, I love blackberries.
Raspberries are cool too, but I just don't get those as often. It's the blackberries because
the raspberries, you got to get them in that perfect stage before they start going fucking limp.
Yeah, they get bad faster.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So blackberries, they'll stick around and be nice and firm and plump, kind of like how de jour is. Oh, sorry, guys. But yeah, blackberries. Stay fresh or longer. Don't say you never learn nothing on Sunday dinner, bitch.
Mm-hmm. And also keep them in a brown paper bag too. It helps.
I heard that.
Well, not those peaches. I said that prematurely because I'm about to start talking about peaches. Like peaches is another thing that I can't get year round out here. Like, don't get me wrong, I can go to Whole Foods and get it, usually year round, but I don't want to drive all the way to Cherville just for some fucking peaches. So,
Man, they gotta have. Well, I don't know. Where you going to Walmart?
it all depends because
Peaches.
I got strikes. Yeah, right now, but not in fucking December or February or some shit. There's shit out here. There's shit that's seasonal.
Yeah, yeah,
Like in California, there's nothing's really seasonal. Everything's like every fucking day.
yeah. I mean,
'Cause-
because that's a weather. That's a weather thing though. It's fucking sunny out there all the time too. They're fucking growing hella
Like-
shit out there. Fuck.
Like we want peaches in it when it's gloomy in the winter too. What the fuck?
That's not how that works, man. Get you some pre-cut pineapples and call it wonderful.
Watermelons too.
Man,
Trying to
listen, bro. I bought some packaged watermelon. When I bought the blackberries, it's just not great, bro. It's just not.
No,
I don't
man.
even know if it was. I mean, they were good, but it just was like, nah, this ain't.
And you could tell because that sweet watermelon's like a darker red.
Yeah, it's all like pink and
Light skin ass watermelon. I want to know light skin watermelon.
that shit is crazy, bro.
It tastes too much like the rind and not enough like watermelon. Yeah, so but yeah, other than that, it's just been a chill week for the most part. I did make my return to Deja Vu this week.
Back
Uh,
to
I wasn't back there working, guys. I went to pick up my girl from work and I went in a little earlier to have a couple drinks and shit like that. So I went in there on Wednesday and Friday. And it felt good, you know. Wednesday when I went in there. Oh, excuse me. Wednesday when I went in there, it was, or was it Friday? It was Friday.
I thought you were
I went in there. Yeah, it was late, but there wasn't a lot of girls working. I only knew one girl in there that was working on Wednesday. Friday when I went in there, everybody was working and everybody came up to me, congratulations on your graduation and all that shit. So it was pretty good. I seen you know all the old school homies and shit like that. Had a couple drinks. Like I walked in, I got one. I'm sitting there with it. I'm sipping it, and then I look up. There was a second one there that my girl had bought me. I'm like, what the fuck? And then fucking, I drank the first one, started drinking the second one, and fucking Chucky put one in front of me. He's like, congratulations. I was like, God damn, guys. But it was cool. I don't really the new DJ. I'm not trying to bash him or anything like. Well, he's not a DJ. You're not really a DJ there because they have a system. So you know, and most of the girls pick their own songs. So you're more of an MC. I called myself a DJ when I worked there because even though I was using the same system, I was picking 90% of the music. You know, I was controlling the vibe and picking the music. So, and I'm saying all that to say this: you either have it or you don't. You can't get a job in that field to just have a job, you know. So you have to be comfortable on the microphone. You have to be witty. You have to be quick witted. And this MC guy, he just isn't that. I've only talked to him a couple times, so I don't know him personally like that. He seems like a good guy, but I don't think it's for him because you have to manage the girls and their egos and their multiple personalities. Manage the music, you know, and you got to be quick on the mic, you know, and so you know, like I boom, every time a girl goes up, I got a different saying for every different girl, you know. I'm saying smart ass shit on the mic. I'm on the floor walking, talking to customers on the mic, like make it a whole experience, you know. So his microphone's turned all the way up that it sounds crazy, way too crazy loud over the music and everything, and it's just like real monotone, and it's not for him. And it kind of made me. It definitely made me miss it. I was like, man, I just feel like after my third Vegas bomb, I was like, I'm about to go just take the mic from this motherfucker because because he is not doing it justice. So, but yeah, it was good seeing everybody and shit like that. And it was a chill week. It was the first chill week in a while. It was a week that I've been wanting to have since I wrapped school up in August. But tomorrow morning it's back at it. I'll be in the city tomorrow, doing some work and shit like that. So my vacation is kind of over for the most part. I'm still gonna take it a little easier than normal until her surgery. And then after that, it'll be back to being a functional adult in society. So
Okay. Hear a little maturity in it. Okay.
trying to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna be living in the next year and a half. Yeah, other than that, this is Sunday Dinner episode 173. Let's fucking get into it. This might be talking about fucking taking it easy all week. This might be fucking I didn't do I wasn't keeping track of anything this week. Nothing. The only thing that I did do this week was get my fucking opening night roster set up for my fantasy basketball.
Basketball? Oh shit.
Hell yeah. I didn't play last year, but before that I won my league 3 years in a row. It's not a cool. We don't do no cool shit like championship rings, like fucking Indies, fucking championship ring ass motherfucking squad. But
I ain't gonna lie, they're cool.
Yeah, that's just pretty cool. So I got a pretty good team set up, and I think it was only me and one other person that
Sorry.
actually drafted their team. Everybody else was fucking auto drafting and shit like that.
Oh,
So
wow.
I think there might be 12 teams, 10 or 12 teams in my league, and yeah, only me and one other guy was doing the drafting. So it was. Let me see. Where's my team? Am I even logged in? Yeah, I'm logged in. What the fuck? Where's my motherfucking team? Rankings, how to play. I already have somebody. Well, maybe I'm not. Anyway, I got Luca. I got a couple Bulls players. I got my our rookie from last year, Matas or Modus or however you pronounce the name. I got him. I got some good picks. Yeah, I got I also got who else? I don't know. I'm logged in, but they're not giving me my motherfucking. Where's my team? Huh? Because I'm on my phone, so maybe I got to be on my phone for it because I'm not seeing it on ESPN site on the fantasy site, and that's pissing me off. Join a public league. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck. Huh. I don't know, but I can't look on my phone because my phone's the camera, so there's that. Anyway, it's been a crazy week as usual. There's a bunch of shit went on that I didn't know about, but there's a couple things I did know about as I was watching them, like yesterday's No Kings protest, where 7 million people around the country protested peacefully. There were 22 isolated incidents where right-wing extremists, or I don't know, whatever the fuck you want to call them, were arrested for trying to incite violence or things of that nature, causing disturbances during the peaceful protest. And it's crazy because this wasn't like a January 6th riot or anything like that a lot of the right side of the aisle was saying it was going to be. These motherfuckers are out there in furry costumes and dresses, fucking cosplaying as Lilo and Stitch and shit like that. So it was insane. Chicago had a really big turnout. Boston had a really big turnout. LA had a really big turnout. A lot of this shit, it was all done peacefully and stuff like that. But the last 24 to 48 hours has been a little crazy on the political front, and not really just political, but in this whole scope of the nation. Sometimes we get political on here just because I do have a political science degree, and it is shit that does stay in the headlines. And it's not like we're fucking teenagers anymore. It's all this shit kind of affects us directly or indirectly in some shape or form. Take a deep breath, because the country's kind of been falling apart faster than a fucking meth pipe at a Kid Rock concert. Like I said, 7 million people hit the streets for No King's Day. Which is, we still got a guy acting like a monarch. And did you guys see, in response to No King's Day, what he did? He released another AI generated. He releases the craziest AI generated videos. Yesterday's, was it today? I think he might have released it today. Or it was yesterday. Anyway, he released it. It's on his True Social. It's him. It's an AI video of him with a crown on his head, sitting in a fighter pilot, sitting in a fighter jet, flying along and dropping fucking shit on the protesters. Yeah, feces, shit, real shit, literal human shit. That's the AI video that he put out in response to No King's Day. What else is happening? SNAP benefits are gone, so we're all on the government's new diet. Let's call that starvation and prayer. The Supreme Court has ran out of money. The Coast Guard's out here buying fucking Christie Nome private jets. Federal workers are applying for unemployment in record numbers, even though during his first term as president, Trump signed something saying that government workers can still get paid during government shutdown. Then he started laying them all off while we're in our almost a third week of the government shutdown currently. Trump's still files lawsuits that he's definitely going to lose. California did not shut down the highway. The government shut down part of I-5, Interstate 5, near Camp Pendleton to celebrate and memorialize the 250th anniversary of the Marines. And what they did is they shut it down because they wanted to shoot fucking artillery, missiles and such into the ocean over I-5. Well, guess what? Everything's going to go all right. Nothing could possibly happen. Well, there was an incident, a premature detonation that landed on Vice President J.D. Vance's security detail on one of their cars. So,
hey, that's fucked up, man. Hey, they better get that man another car, man. That's fucked.
And
they was trying to Star Spangled Banner our ass and fucked up one of their cars. I know they was mad as hell, B.
Marjorie Taylor Greene basically throwing like WWE, throwing folding chairs at Mike Johnson, like it's the congressional version of Jerry Springer. I never thought that I'd say something like this, but MTG has been sounding more and more fucking right than she ever has. I think she's taken her tinfoil hat off, and she's like, hey, the Republican-led House and Senate could use the nuclear option, as they call it, and reopen the government. They have 53 votes. You need 60 votes to reopen the government. They need 7 Democrats to reopen the government. It's all smoke and mirrors because they have the nuclear option and they can reopen the government. But they are wanting to make make it seem like it's the Democrats' fault that everything's fucked up. Certain states are going to run out of SNAP benefits in November, so not everybody's going to get SNAP. And the reason all this is the Democrats want all the fucking funding that was cut in the big beautiful bill, all the Medicare and Medicaid cuts, they want those back reinstated. They want those cuts back reinstated. And the Republicans are like, that means they want to give free health care to illegal immigrants again. Now, there's no free health care for illegal immigrants. The only time that happens is if they're in dire need for medical attention and they go to an emergency room, the emergency room has to help them. And that was a law that was signed into legislation that was signed into law by President Ronald Reagan in 1986, I believe. So this is a Republican mandated law. So that's basically what it is. You know, that's why the government's still shut down. Democrats aren't even coming to the table to negotiate unless they're willing to start at, we're going to reinstate all the funding we slashed from healthcare. And not only that, the premiums, like the ACA marketplace is open. Go see what the premium is. Premiums are going up anywhere from 22 to 600% because of the big beautiful bill. So, but here's what the Republicans aren't realizing.
That shit is fucking lame as hell.
Yeah. That's all that I think too. But here's what the Republicans don't understand. This ain't the 40s, the 50s, 60s, the 70s, or even the 80s. We're in a time where we know the exact truth of what's going on, and all these Trump voters that have been marginalized in the last 10 months since he's taken office and realizing they fucked up, that's not going to fare well for them a year from now during the midterms. All these senators and shit like that, they're all going to, there's a very big chance there's a generational shifting blue wave that happens next year that could keep a Democratic stronghold on the nation for the next generation. And while my voting record has traditionally been Democrat, I have no problem with voting, across the aisle. No problem. I vote for the candidate, and the policy, not because of what side of the eagle they're on, so to speak. You know, I voted for George Bush twice. So, and in California, I regularly voted for, Republican, councilmen and people at the state level also. So I voted
for Obama.
Well, Bush did not fucking. That wasn't the same election, but I know where you're going with that. But
I voted for Obama because he's black.
I voted for Obama because he's black too.
Hey, because some of them policies that bro was throwing out, low key was pissing me off though. But he's still a brother, So,
and that's the thing. People don't read these legislative bills. They just go by whatever headline they see. They don't read deep into the bill to see, it might look like a good bill on the outside, but once you start getting into it and you see all the bullshit that's in there or whatever. And back to the last 24 to 48 hours, the Young Republican group of New York or whatever had all types of group chats released, like over 2,000 pages.
Oh, invasion of privacy.
Yeah, so Vermont Republicans are quitting racist group chats, not because they regret it, but because they got caught. Moving on, Trump told Zelensky no to some Tomahawk missiles. Then he refiled a $15 billion lawsuit for defamation against New York Times and unveiled a new immigration plan that'll kill 15 million jobs almost instantly. So basically, he's still campaigning on let's make America fucked again. Moving on to Alaska, evacuees can't go home for 18 months from a typhoon. which is okay
Yeah.
because nobody wants to live where your neighborhood's a moose and fucking your Wi-Fi's dial up. It's kind of fucked up, and nobody knows about it because all the other fucked up shit's going.
Typhoon, that shit sound like it sucked, man.
Yeah. The EPA is killing solar power. Protein powder and other base powder mixers is full of lead. White House joined Blue Sky, which has been like the safe space for people to leave Twitter and True Social, but now the White House is on there for online beef. Let's see what else. Guy on TikTok tried to start a nurse spree. More on that later. I got to look it up. Hamas might attack Palestinians to make it look like Israel did. Epstein's ghost is still invoicing billionaires for services rendered. And the judge basically told Trump's legal team to stop bullshitting, which is like telling a fish to stop swimming in sewage. Finally, the U.S. Embassy is warning people in Trinidad to stay alert because apparently Venezuela is the only country left still pretending to care about borders, which we're going to get into in a second because the Trump administration has been killing and murdering people on boats in international waters, saying that they are drug smugglers and drug traffickers without any sort of evidence. And what had happened was they just hit a boat the other day and 2 people survived. So since these are drug smugglers, you would think that they'd be arrested, right? You don't got no jurisdiction because it's international waters. But guess what happened? They decided to let those 2 guys go back to their respective countries.
That's crazy. That ain't how you do the hit.
No. And then the president of Colombia is like, hey, you guys killed one of our citizens that was a fisherman. You blew up his boat and killed him. We want fucking answers and, something, you must be stopped type shit. So it's a fucking shit show. It's the worst reality show ever. Starring the Cheeto in Chief. And it's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets better because we still got 3 years of this motherfucker.
These are the days of our lives. These are the days of our lives. This
week on the east side of Chicago, and a lot of people be like, there's not an east side. There's the east side of Chicago. You're not from the area if you don't know about the east side of Chicago. So what had happened was ICE is chasing somebody and hit somebody. And that just spurred a big-ass fucking confrontation between ICE and people on the southeast side of Chicago, which did not bode very well for ICE or the residents because ICE was throwing tear gas and smoke bombs. These motherfuckers are fucking... Yeah, it was not good. And Chicago don't play, but it's not going to turn out well because it's just going to lead Trump being able to enact the Insurrection Act, which hasn't been done on American soil since the 1992 LA riots, which were spurred by the Rodney King beating. So
I heard they locked up a police officer.
Yes, he's a non-citizen. Right. I think his visa might have lapsed, so technically he's an illegal or unlawful. And I want to make some shit clear for people that are not civically educated.
But the police do a background check though, right?
Well, here's the thing. There is legislature, House Bill something 3751 or something like that. That's probably not the right number of the House bill, but there was one enacted that non-citizens can be police officers in the state of Illinois. So maybe he thought he didn't have to renew his visa because he was working, or what the case may have been. But yes, he was arrested. I haven't dug into the story enough to see what was what, but excuse me, I know that non-citizens can be police officers in the state of Illinois. But I do want to get one thing clear. You guys do know that being here illegally is a misdemeanor. And it is a civil infraction. It is not a criminal infraction.
Yeah, there's nothing criminal about that.
People are fucking stupid. The Milwaukee Brewers and the LA Dodgers were playing. It was a heated series. Dodgers just sweep them right out the motherfucking playoffs to win the NLCS and to head to the World Series. But a Brewers fan was captured on video telling a Latin LA fan, "I'm going to call ice on you." She has no idea what this fan's immigration status was and shit like that, which is crazy because the number is actually little compared to the number of white racist fucks we have in this country. So she was captured on video and she was fired, and she don't think that's fair. But she's a member of the same group that wanted anybody that said something about Charlie Kirk's death to be fired. Can't have it both ways, ladies. Can't have it both ways. Or you need to have it both ways. You can't, Also, the Philadelphia Phillies, Karen, who was seen live around the world, demanding the foul ball or the home run ball back from that young boy. She is suing because she's been humiliated from the incident, and people are messaging her threats and stuff like that. Well, here's why that's an easy dismissal of the case, because you have no expectation to any type of right of privacy while you're in public. So being on the jumbotron and people filming you and stuff like that, there's no right to that. No right to an idea that you're going to have privacy. What else? Little tidbits happened this week before we get into some shit. What else was it? Oh, going back to Jeffrey Epstein, he's been dead for how long? And every year, a billionaire is still paying his estate a bunch of money. It's been going on since the early 2000s. And it's at one point, it was $170 million a year or some shit like that he was paying. So I want to know what Epstein had on this man that he's still paying the estate.
He got that shit on auto pay.
Dude, that's a lot of money to be on auto pay right there.
That's some freaky ass shit though, boy. This motherfucker still paying for his freaky connect, dog. That shit crazy. Ain't that some shit? I heard Jeff Epstein still be sending out invoices to people too from the grave. So none of y'all got control over the little automated service. Nobody could turn that shit off. That shit's probably tripped out. I'm at the crib and I get a motherfucking invoice from Jeff. I'm like, damn, shit. I thought I paid my freaky bill up, man. This motherfucker is hitting me up again for this shit. From the dead, that's crazy, boy. From the grave, that motherfucker hitting people up. Your freaky bill is crazy. Motherfucker got a freaky bill.
Also, a woman who identified herself as May claimed to have worked for Saweetie as her road manager and said she has been secretly an international escort.
I did hear about that.
Which Saweetie released a statement 2 days ago, deny. And there's been a bunch of...
She said my money because you was with the little soccer player dude and you didn't pay me my money, and I'm gonna blow your spot up because you was fucking on married men and shit too. You know what I'm saying? That I hit you up with.
Saweetie's the statement she released was real simple on Instagram and said, "The recent accusations made about me are false, defamatory, and deeply disturbing. These claims misrepresent the facts and are solely aimed to damage my reputation. The person never managed me. He was simply introduced to me by family. Her motives are now obvious, and I'll let the lawyers take it from here." Yeah. So She alleged that Sweetie owed her money and that a rumored relationship with the soccer star, who currently plays for Aston Villa on loan from Manchester, is purely financial gain. And soccer's crazy. You could be signed to a major soccer club like Manchester United is, and they just going to be like, "Hey, we're going to loan you to another team, so you're going to go play with them. We're not going to trade you. We still own your contract. You're just going to go play for them for a little bit."
Oh yeah, soccer is wild.
Crazy. Yeah.
That one league. So the one league, if you come in last place, you go to the other league because your ass trash. And if you do good in the other league, you can move up to the big league. I was like, damn, okay, that shit kind of lit though. You know what I'm saying? What if like a G League team was like really good? And then whatever the worst NBA franchise was, they was like, nah, bitch, you can't fucking play with us no more. We gonna bring up this G League team. And then the next season, the whole next season, the G League team is like playing this. That shit would be crazy.
Somebody had proposed that the NBA should let every year after the finals, let the worst team in the league, or before the finals, like after the East Coast and Western Conference finals, and the finals are set with the two teams, they take like a week off and let the worst team in the NBA and the best team in the G League have a series, and the winner of that is in the NBA. But that's too much turnover every year.
I mean, it may not be. If you're an NBA franchise, you should pick the shit out of the G League team. Like you got first pick of all of the players, so I don't know. I don't really see it happening.
No, but have you seen the fucking Brooklyn Nets fucking roster?
No, I'm not from Brooklyn, and fuck a bet. If I fish, it's with a pole.
Bro, no, like their roster is, they're projected.
Is Colin Sexton still on their team?
Nick,
He'll score a lot of points.
yeah. Now listen. They're projected to win 10 games this season.
Damn.
The only person on their team that I've heard of, hold on. I know this ain't the final roster because there's more than 15 people, I think. Yeah. So I've heard of Nick Claxton. I've heard of Michael Porter Jr. because he left fucking Denver to go there, which is stupid. He's getting paid $38 million, though. I've heard of Cam Thomas and Jalen Wilson. Nobody else I've ever heard of.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Terrence Mann. I've heard of him, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Terrence Mann for sure.
Yeah. Their starting lineup is Igor Demon, Cam Thomas, Terrence Mann, Michael Porter Jr., and Nick Claxton. And the rest of people on this team, I've never fucking heard of ever in my life. And it's like, holy shit. Like, they have the most fucking mediocre squad in the NBA by far this year. And the only reason I'm bringing this up because NBA season starts in 2 days.
It does. Welcome back.
Now, when you look at the Bulls roster, you see a bunch of people like, who are these people? But after watching them during the preseason, they have a solid squad. And they made some weird-ass roster moves this weekend. They released that little fucking, I think he's Japanese. He was killing it in the G League last year, but they released Yuki Kawamura. They released him. They signed fucking 3-time back-to-back slam dunk contest winner Mac McClung.
Interesting.
They signed him and 3 hours later waived him. Like, what the hell? But they got a solid young team.
Oh
Do they got a
shit! Shout out to my homeboy Baby J in the building.
Now they got a young team, very young team. Are they gonna go to the championship? No. Can they be a very surprising strong team? Yes. Think of their squad, their young squad, kind of like a OKC squad that just won the championship. They have a young core like that they stay together in 3 to 4 years. They could maybe go to the Eastern Conference Finals because they're a very decent defensive team, and they have multiple scorers now. You got Josh Giddey who can score, you got Kobe White who can score, and you got fucking Matas. So he averaged almost 18 points a game in the 6 preseason games. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the NBA.
NBA, LeBron's last season. Thank God. Thank God.
It's not his last season. He ain't gonna go after this year.
Thank God.
He's gonna. We're gonna know when he
more LeBron.
He's got at least 2 more years because we're gonna know when he retires. He's gonna make an announcement. Like you see what last week, he's like the decision part 2. So for 2 days, all this hype and hoopla, what his decision was going to be. Was he going to announce his retirement and his farewell tour? He was just switching to a better, more costly version of Hennessy. He's always been a spokesperson for Hennessy for a while, and now he's just. I think now it's the VSOP that he's going to be fucking or whatever that he's going to be fucking promoting. So that's what the decision 2 was. Now, he's the type of person, as we've seen, that when he is ready to hang it up, he's not gonna announce it at the end of the season. At the end of the season, he'll be like, next year is gonna be my last season. And then he's gonna make a big thing out of every fucking arena he goes to or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. Yeah, I know he's gonna do a farewell tour. I don't like that.
Well, I like that Kobe did it.
Yeah, but nobody likes LeBron like that. That's the.
Where here's the thing. Here's the difference. Kobe didn't do it. All the arenas did it for him. LeBron's gonna be like, I want it done for me.
You know what? No, it's fine. He's definitely one of the best players ever.
He deserves it. He deserves it, but
he deserves it. I just feel like he's gonna. I don't know, man. Everything about LeBron just be like, it'd be cool, but then it'd be like, bro, you just like super attention seeking and like,
it's the NBA's fault that
weird.
The people that don't like him because here's my viewpoint from him. From the time he was a freshman in high school, he was force fed down our throats as the leader of the next generation. He's the next big thing that's going to take over the NBA. It's going to take the NBA to the next stratosphere, like Jordan did for his generation and shit like that. That was not the case.
But he was though. He lived.
Now listen. No, he did not. Because they made it seem like this man was supposed to come in and he was supposed to win championships from the time he got there to the time he left. And it's just continually been.
I don't think that. They were saying that, they do it. They hype up whoever is like.
But it wasn't only the NBA. It was LeBron himself, LeBron's marketing team, because he's had his marketing team in place since about a sophomore junior season, you know.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
like, what is he supposed to do? Be like,
the
oh, I'm
whole
not that good, even though
the
I
whole
really
King
am
James
really good.
thing. Well, here's the thing. Let me finish. Now, the whole King James thing being shoved down our throat since the beginning, and then he's the best. He's the greatest. There's nobody in the league better than him this year. That's what they're saying every year. But when it's time at the end of the year, when they didn't make the finals or he lost in the finals, you know, he's always dodged accountability. Everything's always been everybody else's fault. And that's not the king. You know, that's not you don't set yourself up to be the main focal point and roll out the red carpet for yourself and be mad at us when we're like, no, you're not it, bro. You got a losing record by far. You know, yeah, oh, you went to 10 finals, but you're 4-6.
Yeah, like my only problem with LeBron is, yeah, it seems like it's attention seeking, and it's just in the wrong ways.
Yeah.
It's like saying I knew I was the best. I knew I was the best to ever play because you won one ring against you did beat the team that won the most games or whatever though, but bro, that doesn't make you you better than someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so anybody who beat your team, he's the best player. So Dirk is actually the best player ever because he beat you in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And look at that team.
like,
Look
that
who
just
shut
don't
him
make
down.
sense.
JJ Barea locked him down that whole finals. Somebody that is vastly shorter than him. He outplayed him the whole finals. That's crazy. And they had Dirk. I mean, and that's not to take away from anybody else on that team. But it definitely wasn't the roster that you know Miami had. Their roster was crazy. And you know, I read an article earlier today about his unwillingness to restructure his deal so the Lakers have more money to spend.
Oh yeah, I ain't really mad at him for that though. Fuck the
Well,
Lakers.
he's one of the very few that is unwilling to do it. Like he's like, no. The only reason in his last couple of years that Jordan charged the money he did, people don't realize Jordan didn't make no fucking money in the NBA.
Nah, he was
Until
getting paid by Nike.
His last two, well, it was also a salary cap thing too. He wanted the Bulls to stay competitive, so he signed, you know, team friendly contracts. But then when the fucking salary cap changed and a new fucking they got more money for their the TV rights, that's when he got that $30 million a year. But that $30 million a year fucking guaranteed you a fucking championship. That's what his $30 million a year did. You can't say that about LeBron's $58 million or 54 or whatever he's getting paid. But it's going to be an interesting year. There's no clear cut. This who's going to win this year, and I like that. I like that for the NBA.
I'm gonna go with Giannis Jordan. Giannis Jordan coming back.
Yeah, I don't think it.
We'll see.
They
There's
just
a lot of stars though. A lot of stars.
They just waived somebody they drafted, like one of their high draft picks, to sign Giannis's other brother. So he got two brothers on a team that combined aren't even going to average 1.5 points a game. They're trying to make him stay by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Because
Smart
He's
move.
I think this is last year's contract, and and his family is no longer here. His wife and kids left and went to Athens to live full time.
Oh wow, boy, his paper getting big, boy. He like,
Well,
yeah, I can go back to the
no,
crib.
no, no. That's not a good thing for Milwaukee because he don't care about money. If there's a good chance that he might just retire young.
I'm sick of fucking Milwaukee.
But there's also been there's also been a lot of talk about teams that he's willing to go to, and the team that's continually on the top of that list is Chicago because it's only an hour and a half away from Milwaukee. It's the same kind of atmosphere. You know, it's a little bit better for him on the marketing side. But we'll see how this year plays out for free agency. Trae Young has decided not to sign a contract extension,
Ooh,
which means he will more than likely be traded before the trade deadline, or just not be on the team next year.
well, that doesn't mean that. It just means that he probably will go into free agency, like regardless.
No, there's a 50-50 chance that he's going to get traded now because they're not going to want him just to walk away and then be empty-handed.
For sure, the trade thing is out there though. But even if he gets traded to another team, like say maybe he wants to go to that team, like if stuff doesn't go the way that he thinks he still goes to free agency.
Yeah. Well, he's not like he got no trade clause, so he just fucked. He got to go to wherever. But the Lakers are going. Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, the Lakers are going to be interested. Where the fuck they going to put Luka? Luka has to control the ball. They're not going to. And LeBron wasn't very happy about fucking Luka controlling the ball. So how are you going to have fucking?
You get a point guard,
and then you get Trae Young out there. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting situation to see who the suitors that line up to make a case to Trae Young too. We don't need him, so I'm not worried about that. But I'd like to see. I'd like to see where he ends up. The Lakers signed Seth Curry. The Warriors signed Seth Curry this weekend. So the Splash Brothers, the real Splash Brothers, the Blood Splash Brothers, were together for a couple of days until they waived him yesterday. I've seen a post that said Giannis could have both brothers and fucking Steph can't even have one.
Can't even have one brother. His biological. That's crazy, man.
And Seth Curry is a way better player than any of Giannis's brothers. By far. What else NBA related? There's something else now I can't fucking remember. Oh, it's going to be a lovely NBA season living with fucking Indy. This motherfucker's walking around with his phone today fucking during the Colts game fucking ecstatic. We got a quarterback. I'm like, relax, buddy.
And I'm not gonna say he's been unbearable. He hasn't been that bad. I feel like it's worse when they're like kind of mediocre and he's like trying to convince me and himself that they're good or
yeah
like that. At least they're playing well and stuff like that. I don't know if Daniel Jones is the quarterback, but he did well today, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, kudos to big Indiana G, you know what I'm saying? I get tired of talking about the fucking Bears because we're Indianimals around this bitch. But I love
the Bears are on a 4-game win streak. They won today. I think, depending on who else won today, they might have the longest active streak. Going into this week, there's 4 teams with 3-game win streaks.
Shout out to Chi-Town.
I would like to say, fuck Troy Aikman. And I'll say why in a second. Hold on. Give me
I'm with the shits though. Okay, I like it.
Troy Aikman versus Caleb Williams.
He says, "Fuck
First year stats.
it."
Well, Troy
Yeah,
Aikman's been on TV talking mad shit about Caleb Williams, who's only in his second year, his third head coach, and his like third or fourth fucking offensive fucking coordinator since he got drafted. Okay, this is his second season as the starter. Give me a second as I'm waiting for these stats to be pulled up. But Troy Aikman, anytime Caleb is brought up, all he does is talk shit. Like talk shit. Oh god damn it. No wonder this fucking thing's not coming up. I didn't fucking like any chance that he gets, he talks shit about Caleb. Like he's trash. Just being like really disrespectful. And like Troy, like, come on now. There ain't no reason for all that. So here we go. First year stats. In his first year, come on, the one time. Come on. Okay. Troy Aikman's first year in the league. Played 11 games. Passed for 1,749 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. That was Troy Aikman's first year. Caleb Williams' rookie year, he started all 17 games. Completed 62.5% of his passes for 35 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. So, Troy, you've been overrated your whole fucking career, and you're not very good fucking very good in a broadcast booth either. So shut the fuck up.
Okay. I'm gonna push back slightly on Troy Aikman. A very good quarterback. He's not good in the booth though. I've always fucking hated him. But it's kind of a good mix with him because he's with Joe Buck, right? Yeah. So Joe Buck is exceptional. And so he can cover up a lot of Troy Aikman weaknesses, and so it just works. Troy Aikman's a pretty face, so they get that, even though it's the voice, and I guess the voice is familiar as well. But Joe Buck's awesome. He was a pretty good quarterback, and although his numbers weren't, they're not going to be as good as Caleb Williams is, you know what I'm saying, especially like because that was a different era. But like lay off Caleb Williams, man. I don't know what the beef is, but grill it up and chew it, Troy. It's crazy work. First off, you're a fucking Cowboy. Everyone hates the Cowboys. I fucking despise you because I'm a 49ers fan, so fuck you right up the ass if you ask me. But I had to be kind of nice to Troy Aikman because he beat some really good 49er teams and he was good. So, but fuck him though.
Yeah.
Him, Emmett, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson, Barry Switzer, Leon Lett. I kind of don't even like Charles Haley because he's a flip-flopper. He's a flip-flopper. You know what I'm saying? He went over there and started going crazy. So fuck him too. Dion the same way. No. Prime though is probably my favorite player of all time. But he's a flip-flopper though. You went to the fucking Cowboys, bro. Like I definitely minus points for you, bro. and people who are Cowboy fans, like you like licking the bark on trees, you piece of shit. Cause what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was it. That was it on the Cowboys. Fuck them. Fuck,
Um,
fuck them.
staying on football. Shout out to the Indiana Hoosiers who are number 2 in this week's motherfucking poll. So that's for the first time in school history. They had a shot at the top spot, but it's still Ohio State. Even though they're still in the Big Ten, even though Ohio State has beaten 4 ranked teams this year and Indiana won, Indiana beat Oregon, fucking put a whipping on them.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so
Out of Oregon. Shout out to the Hoosiers though.
yeah, that's and it's crazy because their coach their coach, like he's coached for a long time, but at a lower division, not Division 1. And no team ever wanted to give him a chance. No D1 team ever wanted to give him a chance. IU has. And he has responded by turning down Penn State's offer to steal him away and signing an 8-year, $96 million fucking extension.
Damn, that's dope.
And well, here's the thing. When he came over, he brought a bunch of Penn State commitments, decommitted, and came to Indiana. So Indiana's going to be good for years to come. They'll probably there's a good chance they win out and go undefeated and meet Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, and there's still a good chance that they could get first seed in the playoffs because the new rules this year, you don't have to be the first seed. The number 1 seeds don't automatically go to the conference champions.
Okay. So it's still so they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it like
So there's a chance they could go to the Big Ten championship and lose it and still be a number 1 seed.
Right.
Because since fucking Kurt's got to Bloomington and took over the program, he's only lost 2 games. That's it. And that was to Ohio State and Notre Dame. That's it. They beat every other team. I think he's like 16 or 17-2.
Congratulations to them. That's fucking dope.
And it's weird for me. See, now it's really weird for me because I'm a conflicted individual. I went to IU. I went to Purdue. I graduated from both. My family's an IU family. I grew up IU everything. I'm definitely like when it comes to college basketball, it's IU and it's UNLV. IU because I'm from IU family.
Listen, man, you don't have to choose.
Hey, no. Nephew. It was already rolled. I'm just getting it ready to smoke. He's like, damn, you rolled that in holy fuck, you rolled that in seconds. No, nephew. But
you don't have to choose. We're from Indiana. We can boil and make, and we can also who's your daddy on that bitch.
No, we cannot. That's not how it is in Indiana.
It is.
It's like Chicago. You're either a Cubs fan or you're a Sox fan when it comes to college basketball in this state.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
You haven't been around long enough then.
They play in 2. When the fucking Cubs went to the World Series, there were definitely Sox fans. Yeah, fuck. Because it's Chicago shit.
Not really. Well, now check this out. Here's what's crazy. There was more Sox fans cheering for the Cubs in the World Series than there were Cubs fans cheering for the Sox when they went to the World Series in 2005.
Yeah, because Cubs fans are bougie. But
I'm like, what the fuck kind of bullshit is this?
It's still a local thing. So we can if Purdue does good, I'm rooting for them. Fucking
Purdue's starting out the season ranked number 1 in basketball. So they're number 1 in the AP poll for that. But yeah, I mean when it comes to college sports, it's real easy for me. basketball, it's Indiana and UNLV. And UNLV, my uncle worked for UNLV for a long time. He was a scout for UNLV. Um, um, I'm kind of both because I just graduated from Purdue and I graduated from IU too. So I'm kind of both, but I don't. There's not really like if Purdue's playing anybody but IU, I could go for Purdue. But if Purdue's when they're playing IU, it's IU all day. That's
Yeah,
just
for
just how it
sure.
is for me.
We got an IU family too. I had a couple cousins. Damn, 3 of them actually went to IU.
Motherfucking Pitchfork says motherfucking logo.
You feel me? You know, to the world blow. But but I'm still gonna fuck with Purdue. You know what I'm saying? If they're playing IU, then I'm probably gonna be rooting for IU. But yeah, Purdue. I had a big Purdue thing when I was young because Glenn Robinson played for them. And that was one of my favorite college players of all time. He
Yeah,
was fucking awesome.
he
Um,
was. We haven't seen the last college player we seen like big dogs. It was Kevin Durant.
no, Carmelo Anthony, brother.
Carmelo Anthony didn't lead the fucking nation in scoring like Durant did though. He came in and he fucking now
No,
Carmelo came in and
no,
he won a championship.
no, he was killing. They knew that he was the best player that was in college that year. They knew it from the beginning. They were like, "This motherfucker is unguardable," and he was.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
No, but you're right. You're right about KD. The only problem with that was like the team wasn't great.
No, Texas was not. No, they were not.
But yeah, he came in killing. But again, I feel like it was Glenn Robinson and probably the only other person that I remember it being like that from the beginning of the year until the end was Carmelo. Glenn, they didn't get oh damn, I'm trying to remember. Did they get
Here's
the
how
Elite Eight?
they both they lost in the round of 32.
Okay, they
KD
got
did.
upset. Oh
Now
no, no, no.
now here's the
KD.
thing. Now they both played 1 year. Now Carmelo played, he played 2002, 2003, and KD played 2006, 2007. Now here's their stats head to head from that year. They both played 35 games. Carmelo averaged 22.2 to Kevin Durant's 25.8. Carmelo averaged 10 rebounds a game. KD averaged 11.1. Carmelo edged him out in assists with 2.2 to KD's 1.3. Carmelo shot 45% from the floor, while Kevin shot 47% from the floor. Now here's where it gets fucking interesting. From 3-point, Carmelo shot 33%. KD shot 40. And Syracuse was 30-5. Why KD's team wasn't as bad as we thought. They were 25-10. We know that Carmelo won the national title. Why the Texas was bounced out in the round of 32, and
That
he won the.
Texas team, I don't even. So look up and find out if they won the Big 12 that year, because I don't even think that they did. It's fucking Rick Barnes though.
He did win the NCAA tournament MLP award. Carmelo did,
Because
while KD won every award possible. The Wooden, the Naismith, and the AP Player of the Year award. So while Carmelo's team had a better team success, Durant had a better individual dominance over. That's why I said, and plus, I mean, it was 2006, 2007. So that's why I said that nobody's. I don't remember anybody that's had a more dominant a year since him like that. Now, as for the thing, with Durant,
damn, they
what
lost 10
team?
games. That's We used to.
Yeah, they were 25-10. The Jayhawks. Now here. The regular conference, Kansas had a 14-2 record. In the Big 10 in the Big 12 tournament, they beat Texas 88-84 in overtime. And fucking KD balled out that game. He had 37 and 10 that game.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
He was fucking killing. That shit was different though in college. Watching Kevin Durant, I was like, why the fuck does Texas keep losing? I don't understand this shit. But they had TJ Ford got hurt.
And that's when that year and that 2007 tournament was when Florida won back-to-back. That team of fucking Joakim Noah, Al Horford, Corey Brewer, Taurine Green, and Lee Humphrey.
Yeah.
And Durant, the Texas lost in the second round to USC. In his one, he only played in. They didn't play in the first round. Texas didn't play in the first round, so they got a bye. He played one tournament game and scored 30 points. KD did.
Yeah, but they lost though.
Yep, they definitely did.
I just didn't get that shit. I just remember being like, damn, this motherfucker is cold. A 7-foot guard, but they keep losing. I didn't get that shit, but it is what it is.
Got me thinking now. Give me a list of the most Dom player of the year from 2002 to 2024.
They'll put Anthony Davis on there, even though it wasn't a great offensive.
Okay, we're gonna okay. We're starting in 2022. Jason Williams from Duke, who the Bulls drafted, and his dumbass bought a motorcycle and ruined his fucking career. We're cursed with point guards because look what happened to D Rose.
He was great.
Hey, for 3 years in a row, fucking point guards were the fucking best players of the year. 2022, Jason Williams. 2002, Jason Williams. 2003, TJ Ford. 2004, Jameer Nelson. 2005, Andrew Bogut. 2006, JJ Redick. Bro, Andrew Bogut fucking pissed me off because I was actively at fucking UNLV games and practices because my uncle was a scout. So, and he played for Utah and fucking would just torment us, bro.
Yep. Him and Michael Doliak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, he was Rick Majerus was their coach at the time.
Yep.
2006, JJ Redick. 2007, Kevin Durant. 2008, Tyler Hansbrough, who fucking did not translate well to a fucking NBA game at all. 2009, Blake Griffin. Yeah, killer in high school too. Killer,
yep.
High school player from Indiana.
Okay, so yes, correct. Okay, so Blake Griffin. Nah, he wasn't like he was good in college, and we thought he would be really good, but it wasn't like that dominant though.
He just played for a Clippers team that was just.
No. I'm talking about in college.
Oh, in college. Yeah, college. Yeah, Oklahoma didn't really do that well. Yeah,
and he was pretty good. He was good, but okay. So where were you at? 08?
2010, Evan Turner. 2011, Jimmer Frederet, who did not translate well to an NBA game, but is like the all-time leading scorer in college or some shit like that. Then he went over to China and fucking scored fucking like 40 points a game. Him and Stephon Marbury went and carved out MVP caliber careers in China. Stephon Marbury, I think, ended his career in China as the best Chinese player in history. They built a statue for him.
Yeah. Yep,
not his team, the CBA itself. They loved him.
Yep, he made him a lot.
Same thing with Jimmer. Jimmer at BYU was a fucking crazy scorer.
He was a menace. He was
and
doing the Steph Curry stuff before.
Oh yeah,
it's Jimmer time. Remember that shit?
yes. His college stats are crazy. He fucking his first year was like, okay, he's not that good. 7 points a game. Sophomore year, hey, 16 points a game. Junior year, 22 points a game. Then 28 points a game into his fucking senior year. He scored 28, 2,800 points. And he was fucking scoring, like I think he was fucking where's college? Yeah, like his senior year, this motherfucker was going off. 52 points in a game in college, 43, 42, 47. Like he was going off. But back to the list, 2012, Anthony Davis. 2013, Trey Burke. 2014, Doug McDermott, who the Bulls fucking got drafted. They got him through the draft, and he didn't do shit for us. But he has carved out a nice. He's carved out a nice fucking journeyman NBA career.
But he also had an incredible college career at Creighton.
His dad was the coach.
His dad was the coach, but he was a killer.
Yes. Oh yeah.
He used to get bullied sometimes though, but he was a killer.
Yep. 2015, Frank Kaminsky. 2016, Buddy Hield. 2017, Frank Mason III. 2018, Jalen Brunson. 2019, Zion Williamson. 2020, Obi Toppin. 21, Luke Garza. 22, Oscar, some shit I can't pronounce, from Kentucky. Shibui. 2023, Zach Edney, or Zach Edey. And 2024, Zach Edey from Purdue. So, like, the older I get, the less I pay attention to college basketball like that. Yeah, the only time, like, I know what's going on is, like, once the tournament starts. And once the tournament starts, I was like, who are these seeds? What the fuck? I'm a basketball fan. Like, I'm the type, like, I'm a football fan. But what football does for me only buys the time to where I don't care about baseball because the Sox are fucking so far out of it by the time football season starts that I don't care about baseball season anymore. And football buys the time from that point to fucking training camp starts for the NBA. It could be any NBA game. I could watch it. I could watch any basketball game. I don't give a fuck. I'm from Indiana. I could go watch any fucking high school game and fucking, that's just how I am.
Listen, we're from Indiana. We're junkies.
I can't do that with any other sports. I can't do that with any other sport, though. People could do that for football mainly, and soccer, that's the biggest thing, But basketball is the only sport I could do. I love baseball. Can I watch it on TV? Playoffs? Yes. Regular season? No. If I go to the game, don't fucking talk to me. I'm watching the fucking game, bro. So basketball season starts in 2 days. I got my fantasy team set. I might do one. I usually do two teams. I should have started the league 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when I had to draft in the league that I'm a part of. I should have started the league, see if any of you guys wanted to do a league. I did fantasy football for 2 years, and I'm a football fan, but not that. Like, you got to be a fucking diehard football fan for fantasy, or everybody else in the league's like looking at you like you're you're just fucking a sissy.
Not really.
Like they're very judgmental and bullyish. The ones I've been a part of, anyway.
You know what? I've been in the league for probably it's got to be, it might be 10 years now because that might have been 15. But I ain't shit. I am the worst fantasy football player of all time right now. I came in the draft at probably like round 9 or 10. So I didn't draft the team, and I haven't checked that shit at all this year. they are, but they haven't said anything to me. So shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome, man. My GM buddies. If any of you guys are watching, I don't fucking know, but yeah, I'm terrible with that. But fantasy basketball is more engaging because you have to watch and know all of the games for the whole week.
It's the same for football, but
yeah, but it's still
you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to the players, but a little bit more because there's 82 games.
Yeah, and they're playing a game. Somebody on your team pretty much is probably going to play every day. And you have to like, you know what I'm saying, set your lineup based on that. Like with football, there's games Thursday, there's games Sunday and Monday, but like once you know, like, okay, my guys don't have a bye, you just set your lineup and go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not going to be a surprise Wednesday game that, you know what I'm saying, somebody popped up and, oh, I forgot to set my lineup. You pretty much everything is geared for a Sunday lineup. Now, like people get into it because like there's definitely such a thing with football as I'm like waiting to see if this guy's going to play because everybody fucking gets hurt all the fucking time. And like hitting the waiver wire, but like you don't even really have to do that. You don't really have to do that with basketball. You just have to make sure that your lineup is set for the week.
Yeah.
Get all of the guys in that you need that are gonna play. That's what it is. So, but yeah, I am being a terrible fantasy football league member this year. I just looked at it. I just looked at the shit today. Bo Nix was going off. That's my fucking quarterback. I said, damn. If I win this week, I'm getting in a group chat and I'm talking shit.
Indy was because the way fucking whatchamacallit balled out. The Cowboys, he might not win this week.
Oh, for real? He was up.
Yeah.
He was up like 60 points. He screenshotted it to me. Yeah.
Well, he
was talking too much shit anyway.
He was worried about it earlier with me anyway. So
yeah, he said he was predicted to lose by like 30, but he was up like 60. We'll see. He might eke it out.
Yeah, I might actually just
sweating.
I might tag a bunch of you guys in Facebook and see if you guys want to be.
We could.
You guys want?
We could draft a league. You know.
Yeah, we got 2 days.
I mean, even I'm pretty sure I've drafted a fantasy team like it was like the first week of the season. It's inconsequential. I would do it. I'd do it for the kicks.
Yeah, I think I know people might be able to have enough people to do it too. So, I know who I'll tag. What's that? 16. I'm trying to get into my motherfucking shit. Like my ESPN has been logged into my IU account that I can't even get into anymore. like they done already fucking was like, hey bro, okay, boom, I got to it. Here we go. It's called Ron's Rowdy Team. I'm in a Denver fucking league, but here's my team. Fucking, I got Luca, Jimmy Butler, Josh Giddey, Cooper Flagg, Vooch, Jalen Green, Laurie Markkinen, Rudy Gobert, D'Angelo Russell, Emmanuel Quickley, Aaron Gordon, Matas, Bradley Beal, and my injured reserves are empty that I haven't put nobody on the injured reserve right now. So that's my team.
Right. Yeah, you got a pretty good team.
That's I gotta watch out for on the 21st because I only got 2 people playing, which is Jimmy and Luca. Jimmy's day to day right now, so I got to
What
see
do
if he's
you
going to
guys?
be.
What do you got? You doing? Is head to head?
Yeah, this one's head to head.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, head to head, there's I think it's like 8 statistical categories.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's 8.
There's like 8 statistical categories, and you go up against another team, and whoever has the highest total of each specific statistical category, they win it. They count it like a game. So like you could, if you guys were even, you know what I'm saying, like one person won 4 statistical categories, the other won the other 4, then you guys would split
Oh,
the
excuse
week.
me.
You both would end up being 4-4 that week. If you win 5 statistical categories, the other person wins 3, then you would be 5-3. And then there's such a thing in fantasy basketball as a tie. So if you guys ended up with the same in one category or whatever, so say it was like you won 5, the other person won 2, and you guys tied, you would be 5-2-1.
Yeah. Usually I do 2 teams. I do the head to head, then I do a rotisserie one.
Oh, okay. Damn, I haven't done fucking rotisserie in a minute. Nah, Queen. I haven't bet on players at all this season. Fantasy is kind of like that, but you can do it without betting. I put money into my fantasy so basically I know I'm 0-6 right now. I'm gonna lose $100 to my brothers. But it kind of is what it is. Like it's damn near like paying dues, you know what I'm saying? And then like at the end of the season, whoever wins the championship in that league, there's 12 teams. So the winner would get 1,000, and then whoever comes in second place, they would get 200. So they get their money back and they get another 100 on top of it just for coming in second place. So that's what fantasy. I haven't bet on anybody. You know what? I just haven't got into that shit. Like playing fucking prize picks and shit. I just haven't.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that shit is about, but
Yeah, so
yeah, I might get to it this year. I might do a little prize picks or a little parlay, little 8-legger, you know.
I want I usually win every year. So cuz I'm like just because this is who I've won $500 during the pandemic from ESPN for my shit. But here's my thing: just because this is who I drafted, don't mean this is who's going to be on my team the whole year. I watch waivers and shit like that, and injuries and all that shit. Like I'll be invested in this shit.
Oh no, for
Be
sure.
like,
But there's certain players that you're probably gonna want to keep, and so
yeah, like Cooper Flag, awesome preseason. He was the number 1 pick. I'm glad that I got to pick him. Matas, the way his preseason was for the Bulls was fucking insane. So I'm cool. It's gonna be cool. It's I think I got a pretty good chance to have a good team or good run on just this one, and I'm gonna see what's up with as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna make a post. I'm gonna tag. I know I could get BU and Indy to do it. So there's 3. You know, I'd want no less probably than 6.
you just want to do 6. We need 10.
Yeah, but I don't know if I could get 10.
Season.
Well, I'd want to do the draft tomorrow so we could have all 82 games.
I mean, that's fine. What are we gonna do? We're gonna make a league and then let randos join it. I don't really care.
No, I think it's just going to be a group of people we know, and because we don't even got to. I mean, if we want throughout the season, we could throw money in a pot, but we don't have to. We could just do it to do it this first season, since
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it
I don't have a
together.
problem with that.
So I know I could get me, you, and Indy to do it. Maybe Ill too. There's 4. But I'm also going to want people that are going to do it too. You know what I mean?
All right, we'll see. I might be able to put some flyers out. See if some people.
So I'm gonna go through the list and see who I might be able to get or whatever like that, shit like that.
And
But
he's
yeah,
really gonna cheat. He's gonna figure out a way to try and cheat. I already know.
But yeah, I like Cooper Flagg's he's gonna have a great year. So he's projected for 19 points a game, 19, 6, and 4. So he's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be a good year. Kyrie's out. D'Angelo is gonna be starting point guard for fucking the Mavericks. So that's why I scooped him up. So Aaron Gordon's going to have, I think, maybe having a bigger role than he's had in Denver because Michael Porter Jr. left. So that's why I picked him.
Tatum. Jalen
He
Brown's
was
probably gonna kill this year.
he was what was I don't even know if it'll let me see what order I drafted everybody in, but I took Luca. Luca was my first pick. Like I picked 8th, and Luca was up there, so I took him. So and then I took Cooper at number 2. That was my second pick. And then after that, I picked Josh Giddey, and then I picked fucking Vooch because I should have got usually I get a center like with my second or third pick, so I can get a good center. But yeah. So, oh yeah, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for him.
You might have some defensive stat lacking though, man.
Yeah.
That's really hit and miss anyway, though.
Giddey plays good defense. Aaron Gordon plays good defense. Rudy Gobert was the defensive player of the year twice.
That helps. That helps with the blocks, but like
Bradley Beal fucking plays defense.
Bradley Beal, that motherfucker ain't playing no damn defense, boy.
I do maybe need to look for a defender because my highest fucking guy is Luca with fucking 1.6 blocks, 1.6 steals a game. What do I got block wise? Cooper with 1.4. Gobert 1.5. Yeah. Bradley Beal 1.7. Matas 1.3.
You'll have to eke it out, but you'll
D'Angelo Russell average is projected for 2.2.
Yeah.
Fucking Jalen Green 2.6.
Yep.
Oh no, my bad. Those turnovers.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see who got. Who can I put on IR? There's nobody I can put on IR yet. I might want to get rid of Emmanuel quickly because I got a lot of point guards and shooting guards. So I might be able to get rid of him. And I wonder who's on waivers or what free agents I got. Damn.
What's the lineups? Each position, and then it's guard, forward, center, or
hold on. It's the lineup, and then it's your hold on, where's my depth thing? My starters or whatever. It's your starters, and then guard, forward, utility, bench.
Okay.
So it drafts a little bit different than that.
Kind of suck. I remember that. That used to kind of suck. But the thing about NBA fantasy is that they'll list various positions for those people who are playing like multiple positions. So if you have a guy that's that'll play small forward, power forward, center, you can put that person in any one of those slots.
Okay.
Which was really helpful for me back in the day. Especially like the small forward, power forward positions for whatever reason. That shit used to help. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, there's not a lot of free agents right now that steals or blocks are in any level for me to be like, oh, let me take them.
You'll figure it out. You'll start to piece it together, and you'll be like, oh, okay, this guy will fuck around and give me some.
Drew Holiday is still a free agent, and he's in Portland. Him and Dame might be a very good combination.
Yeah, but there's so many point guards in the league that makes sense.
Yeah, they're not letting me.
To a certain degree.
Where's my motherfucking? They're not letting me see no fucking depth chart. Like I can't fucking see fucking my little. Let's see. I got like I said, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 possible point guards, but a lot of them are interchangeable. Like I got Luka, Josh Giddey, D'Lo. That all could be point guard, and Emmanuel Quickly. That all could be point guards. But I also got at shooting guard. I got Beal, Quickly, D'Lo, Jalen Green, Giddey, and Jimmy. So I'm glad I could move. Like that's why I got those utility players. Like I could put Butler at fucking the 2, 3, and a 4, depending who I'm playing. And that's I got Jimmy as my defensive player. That's who I got as my defensive player. God damn it! Hey, it's finally working. Usually that thing, the fucking shit hasn't worked in a long ass time. The chat's in the fucking thing. That's cool. Oh yeah. So yeah. 173. I guess that kind of wraps it up. We talked a lot about motherfucking sports. That's why I like, who knows what we're going to talk about when we get back to the essence of the show. And Indy's not home unless 11:08. Who knows what this motherfucker's out doing? Well, I'm going to put together a list about some motherfucking fantasy shit, and we'll see what's up. I'll create the league and fucking send you the link and all that shit. I got my little ESPN app, fantasy app on my phone. No 5 random questions tonight because I don't feel like fucking coming up with no fucking 5 random questions and shit like that. So, Rome, anything else to add?
Gentlemen, if you may, and I'm saying this as if the relationship is not contentious and you are able to, slut your BM out the way you're supposed to.
What the fuck?
I have to say.
Okay.
Toxic Avengers unite.
I'm looking for something that we could play for that shit. Okay, I guess so. We're 2 weeks away for some changes on the show. A new segment called Sunday Sermon. We did one little instance of it a couple weeks ago. Bianca led off with that. We will fully implement it episode 175 in 2 weeks.
I may come with a rant next week though. I ain't.
Oh yeah, you're more welcome.
I'm gearing up, but once I'm
still trying to figure out.
Kickoff. Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out the logo so I can, for the little graphic for it and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah.
But and shit like that. We're gonna be we're gonna be moving towards more guest hosts moving forward. So I'm trying to line some of that stuff up. And we're not gonna have no like super famous people or anything like that on the show. We're not gonna have no regular ass people either, for that matter, on the show. We're gonna have people that we think might add to the conversation or and be a good fit, and maybe some people that won't really add to the conversation that can make it a even more fun show, because who knows. And from there,
that seems to be
yeah.
when we have the most fun, when people are arguing and fighting. That's always great.
So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. This has been episode 173. We coming up on a 5-year anniversary soon next month. So keep in tune. We gotta figure out something to do for the 5-year anniversary.
Okay.
That's something big. You know, we celebrate it every year. You know, but 5 years is kind of big. So. Well, we'll see what's up. And actually, before we wrap this up, let me see. Let me see. What is it? Let's look at the November calendar of 2025. All right. Let's see. It's October right now. Today's episode 120, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178. It'll be episode 179 is when if we pod every week, it'll be episode 179. That's our 5-year anniversary. Or it might be 178. I got to look at the exact date. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. I got to look like I got to research the motherfucker. Like I don't got a fucking YouTube right in front of my fucking face. Let's see. Our exact first show. Actually, the date. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It'll be on here. Hold on. It should be right on here. Right here. Let's go to live. And scroll all the way down until we can't scroll no more. Which is a long time, because we've been doing this shit for a long time. This is wild. Holy shit. Hold on. Okay. Sunday Dinner episode 2 was the first thing that we have on here. So what it is, see, when's that date? Yeah, we know, stream 4 years. November 29th. Okay, November 29th, 2020 was the second episode. So that's putting the first episode right around like the 22nd or so.
I'm willing to roll with whatever you want to roll with, dog. 5 years for sure is in November.
So episode 178 on November 23rd, if we stay on track right now, will be our 5-year anniversary. That's basically 1 month away. Let's see what we can put together. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on this Sunday night. We hope we grow our viewership more in the next couple months as we ease into fall and winter, and you guys are inside a little bit more. And we stay entertaining. Until then,